Thousands of fans of Grammy-nominated rapper and community activist Nipsey Hussle are in a state of shock today. They are mourning the hip-hop star's ultimately and violent death. Nipsey Hussle was murdered in broad daylight outside a clothing store that he owned in South Los Angeles. And he was killed just before he was about to meet with city leaders and the LAPD about reducing gang violence.
Everybody, Terry Hart is here with the latest billionaire. Billionaire. So we can make this a really short story or a much longer story. What would you prefer? Let's go long. Okay. Well, Jay-Z is hip-hop's first official billionaire.
1B.
Let me out of music.
Nowadays I'm living in my head. I'm thinking about some of the things that I always said, and how most of my friendships, they all dead, and how the smell of success could make a nigga scared. Yeah, they hate on you when they see it coming up, but send condolences to you when you be down on your luck. They talking shit behind your back, they hoping that you get stuck, so they can go and say that you was only a runner-up. And you see, why can't you just be my brother and we just love another? Why do we fight still and gotta try to kill each other? We could accomplish so much if we had some unity to lead a eulogy. I hope I get that opportunity. Active immunity, working in the community to make oppressors pay for their discretions and impurities. Bigger than you and me, if only we can stop the beat to see that we are crucially, brutally, and so foolishly. Deny the sign is something given to us beautifully. We kings and queens, but are we acting like we royalty? We get up on the track and talk about our jewelry, and usually we use our riches and it's so unsuitably. Uselessly, ruthlessly, most of us use it stupidly. If operate like dumb shit, I ain't that they can do to me. A product of the system, yeah, that's what we say. Even I've been led astray to the beat, come and take me away. Hey. Yeah, yeah, baby. Let the beat come and take me away. Yeah, 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 baby. Let the beat come and take me away. Hey. Yeah, baby. Let the beat come and take me away. Hey. Yeah, yeah, baby. Let the beat come and take me away. Hey. Yeah, yeah, baby. Let the beat come and take me away. Hey. Yeah, yeah, baby. Let the beat come and take me away. Yeah, 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 baby. Let the beat come and take me away. Hey. Yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, baby. Hey. One time, Nipsey Hussle, Jay-Z. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, man. You see, he died when he shouldn't have had to.
You want me to break it down?
But on the flip side, hip-hop
really phenomenal. So
gave us our first black billionaire. Some brothers giving their heart, most niggas give their mind. Half of the time, most of us just out here trying to shine. The other half is out here and we stay up on our grind. Out with the Draco, committing crime, dodge it one time. They wait up for the cocaine even though they hit the line. You do some good, niggas kill you, hit you with the slime. But you can't kill an icon even in the face of evil. That's why my nigga Nipsey, he an icon for the people. If you just sit down, shut the fuck up, then we'll try to teach you. Them words be lethal when your lyrics out here spitting diesel. You stay talking about all that red, I'm rapping the blue. But it's the white that's in the middle that control the youth. They hate on you and you aware and you spread the truth. It's no coincidence the flag red, white, and blue. And even if they coming for me, I was never here to stay. I'll just sit and pray. Let the beat come and take me away. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Let the beat come and take me away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let it take me away. Hey, yeah, yeah. Let it take me away. Hey, yeah. And let the beat come and take me away. Hey, yeah, yeah. Let the beat come and take me away. Hey, yeah, yeah. Let the beat come and take me away. Yeah, yeah.
Thousands of fans of Grammy-nominated rapper and community activist Nipsey Hussle are in a state of shock today. They are mourning the hip-hop star's ultimately and violent death. Nipsey Hussle was murdered in broad daylight outside a clothing store that he owned in South Los Angeles, and he was killed just before he was about to meet with city leaders and the LAPD about reducing gang violence.
Everybody, Terry Hart is here with the latest billionaire. Billionaire. So we can make this a really short story or a much longer story. What would you prefer? Let's go. Okay. Well, Jay-Z is hip-hop's first official billionaire.
1B. Let me out of music.
Nowadays I'm living in my head. I'm thinking about some of the things that I always said, and how most of my friendships they all dead, and how the smell of success can make a nigga scared. Yeah, they hate on you when they see it coming up, but send condolences to you when you be down on your luck. They talking shit behind your back, they hoping that you get stuck, so they can go and say that you was only a runner-up. And you see, why can't you just be my brother and we just love another? Why do we fight still and gotta try to kill each other? We could accomplish so much if we had some unity to lead a eulogy. I hope I get the opportunity. Active immunity, working in the community to make oppressors pay for their discretions and impurity. Bigger than you and me, if only we can stop the beat to see that we are crucially, brutally, and so foolishly. Deny design is something given to us beautifully. We kings and queens, but are we acting like we royalty? We get up on the track and talk about our jewelry, and usually we use our riches and it's so unsuitably. Uselessly, ruthlessly, most of us use it stupidly. And operate like throwing shit I hear that they can do to me. A product of the system, yeah, that's what we say. Even I've been led astray to the beat, come and take me away. Hey. Yeah, yeah, baby. Let the beat come and take me away. Yeah, 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 baby. Let the beat come and take me away. Hey. Yeah, baby. Let the beat come and take me away. Hey. Yeah, yeah, baby. Let the beat come and take me away. Hey. Yeah, yeah, baby. Let the beat come and take me away. Hey. Yeah, yeah, baby. Let the beat come and take me away. Yeah, 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 baby. Let the beat come and take me away, baby. Yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, baby. Hey. One time, when Nipsey Hussle, Jay-Z, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle, man. You see, he died when he shouldn't have had to.
You want me to break it down?
But on the flip side, hip-hop
really phenomenal. So
gave us our first black billionaire. Some brothers giving their heart, most niggas get their mind. Half of the time, most of us just out here trying to shine. The other half is out here and we stay up on our grind. Out with the Draco, committing crime, dodge it one time. They wait up for the cocaine even though they hate the line. You do some good, niggas kill you, hit you with the slime. But you can't kill a knock-on even in the face of evil. That's why my nigga Nipsey, he a knock-on for the people. If you just sit down, shut the fuck up, then we'll try to teach you. Them words be lethal when your lyrics out here spitting diesel. You stay talking about all that red, I'm rapping the blue. But it's the white that's in the middle that control the youth. They hate on you and you aware and you spread the truth. It's no coincidence the flag red, white and blue. And even if they coming for me, I was never here to stay. I'll just sit and pray, let the beat come and take me away. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Let the beat come and take me away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let it take me away. Hey, yeah, yeah. Let it take me away. Hey, yeah. And let the beat come and take me away. Yeah, yeah. Let the beat come and take me away. Yeah, yeah.
Thousands of fans of Grammy-nominated rapper and community activist Nipsey Hussle are in a state of shock today. They are mourning the hip-hop star's ultimately and violent death. Nipsey Hussle was murdered in broad daylight outside a clothing store that he owned in South Los Angeles. And he was killed just before he was about to meet with city leaders and the LAPD about reducing gang violence.
Everybody, Terry Hart is here with the latest billionaire.
Hey there, it is another episode of CEPTV Late Night Hype Live. I am your hostess, Lashon the Voicestress, and I am here in the studio live tonight with our guest, Derek Jefferson, and also the Homeless Homeboy is with us tonight too. So again, we have a great show tonight. I just want to make sure I thank all my sponsors. You will see those highlighted at the end of the show. And of course, CEPTV is on the move this month and all next month and all through the holidays. We will be November the 27th as far as events that we have going on. We will be at the Black Only Awards. A few other events coming up that I can't really name off right now, but we do have a lot of things going on. So please be sure to tap into our events calendar to check out what we have going on. We do have another app in the works. We did have one app, and that one we had a rollback on that one. So be looking out for the new app pretty soon. And of course, mycep.tv is going to go live hopefully by the end of this year once again. So we will be curating more content and movies once again like we were when we first started out. So be on the lookout for all of that great stuff. So we do again have a great show tonight. We did run a little bit behind, but it is live TV, so things happen and you know we are here for you. So we're going to take our first break, and when we come back we will have with us Derek Jefferson, and we will be interviewing him about all of the wonderful things that he has going on with his comic book line. So stay tuned. We are here locked in CEPTV, and we will be right back.
The B.O.B. Rewards Club MLK Now celebration is taking place January the 15th, 2022 at the Minneapolis Convention Center, joined by guest speakers such as Dr. Umar Johnson and more. Admission is free, so bring the whole family. Sponsor packages are still available. Vendor booths starting at $125.
Join the movement with the B.O.B. Black-Owned Business Rewards Club. Enjoy a free directory listing or go for a more catered experience by signing up for our performance-based data generation with direct marketing. Choose from business to business, business to consumer, or even utilize your B.O.B. membership for fundraising efforts. If you are not sure which route is best, we can give you a consultation and a 30-day free trial on select services. Membership fees for B.O.B. Rewards are $10 a year for the consumer and $25 a year for the business owner or entrepreneur. Enjoy discounts, social media advertising, the ability to showcase and sell your products at trade shows, and much, much more. At the B.O.B. Rewards Club, we are working hard to bring you more benefits. Head on over to bobrewards.club or type in B.O.B. Rewards on social media and sign up today.
It was the early 90s in the deep south. Started my first day of high school.
Hey man, I think you're in a different class.
Okay, my bad.
Technology, man. Technology has come so far. We are in the future.
Well, y'all must have a death witch watching some kind of porn in front of me. I'll whoop both y'all's asses.
Dad, I'm sorry. Dad,
this
was
way
James
too long for a
bought the
wedding.
movie. He made me rent it. This is his fault.
Now you gotta draw 12 cards now, my ninja. My bad, I'm drawing 12 cards.
I don't want folks in the hood knowing I got both parents.
Hey boys, want to taste my cocktail weenies? I have a new restaurant, and the best appetizer is my cocktail weenies.
Who are you?
I'm James' father, your schoolmate, James. Right here with the glasses on.
We are never riding with my dad. Ever again.
I saw the purple gang down the street. I don't feel like getting robbed today.
What are you doing? I'm a good person. I sing to children. I love you. What the f*** are you doing? F*** you guys. F*** you.
check all gone. Your girlfriend left, now you feeling all alone, boy.
homeboy. Till you find out you got the power of the homeboy. Look up in the sky, that's a bird, that's a plane. Now we up and we never gon' fade. Protector of the neighborhood, I'm never gon' stray. Homeless homeboy, they calling my name. And I always come running, flying, jumping, kicking, punching. Knees to stomach, we ain't bluffing. Feelings, face out, repercussions. Say you wanna party, let's dance. I still get it in, I'm still a young man. The world on my shoulders, I'm still gon' win. With every single breath till the very last end. Shout out to Danny, my only best friend. I was sleeping on the streets till he gave me his hand. And we never gon' bend, this the beginning of a legacy, it's never gon' end. Stories, fables, a whole lot of flavor. Took this oath to protect my neighbor. Walk through the streets so the weak ain't able. Keep up with the news on my bootleg cable. You ain't been through nothing till you lived on your own. And you rent past due when your check all gone. Your girlfriend left, now you feeling all alone, boy. Till you find out you got the power of the homeboy.
And welcome back. You are here for another episode. It is October the 21st, 2021. I want to make sure I timestamp that so you can see the progress for the people that we have on our show to how they just excel over time. And I tell you what, I definitely have a gem right here in the studio. Without further ado, I want to introduce to you Derek Jefferson. Welcome to the show, Derek.
Hey, I appreciate you for having me.
Absolutely. We've been trying to get this together for a little while, and we finally made it happen.
For a few
so
months.
Thank you for your patience. So I got the honor of interviewing you via podcast about a year ago, maybe about a year and 2 months ago. And I learned so much about your genesis of building what you have going on. So before we get into that, let me just allow you to introduce yourself to the audience and tell them what you do.
Hi, everybody. My name is Derek Jefferson. I'm from Columbus, Georgia. I used to rap, for 15 plus years, most of my life, most of my child life, teenage years, young adult years. And it just kind of blossomed into, what I do today. So I always challenge myself. So that was my main motivation, my main fuel to keep driving. So that's me, I represent Columbus, Georgia to the fullest, Georgia boy. So, hey, I'm right here.
All right. And so you have the comic line, Homeless Homeboy. And we'll get to talk to Terrence, the Homeless Homeboy, in just a little while. But we want to talk about you being the creator. What made you start this particular comic line, and how did you develop this character?
Well, it just kind of came to me because I was already starting to write certain stories, just experimenting, based off of just scenarios me and my homeboys come up with, and it blossomed into No Heroes in the South. And then later on, I wanted something more friendly for everybody. That's when I came up with the Homeless Homeboy. I already had a passion to get back to the homeless, do something for the homeless. So that's how the name came about, Homeless Homeboy. If you don't know, it means friend to the homeless. So that's what that's about. And, we like to incorporate that in real life too, along with telling inspirational stories based off the homelessness. Everybody can relate to that, I'm sure, on at least one type of level, some type of level.
Absolutely. So when did this passion for homeless people, when did that bud? Was that something that was from childhood?
Yeah, because I guess even as a child, growing into adult, I never understood it, so I just always wanted to give back because I know I ain't always have, or I ain't always have somebody to give me, not saying I was in a homeless position, but, I know how it feels to have the world turning back on you, so I definitely always had a passion to give back, whenever I can, creating good karma,
Absolutely. Okay. So you had no heroes from the South. What is the difference between that line and the Homeless Homeboy line?
No Heroes in the South is more mature. It's more mature storyline. And not to get too much into it because I don't want to ruin the surprise when it's dropped. It's going to drop very soon, but like I said, it's more, it don't have crazy adult content in it, but the story is kind of mature, from, the average child to, comprehend or even really understand. So Homeless Homeboy is more, not even just to say simplified. It's still all my stories I consider, complex as far as, trying to be different and, bring something new to the story, that's the major difference is, just who it really appeals to. No Heroes in the South really appeals to more of an adult crowd, and Homeless Homeboy really appeals to everyone.
Okay, so Homeless Homeboy is more of the family friendly. So what are your plans for it? So we talked just a few minutes ago about the intro. Tell us about the intro and your talents. You did say a little bit about it in the beginning, but that was actually you rapping on the intro.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, how I came about with the intro, I just wanted to kind of do something different. Like I had a pitch meeting with Cartoon Network / Adult Swim, like I think last year or something. Yeah, I think it was like last year. And I seen a lot of other people that was doing their pitch. They had like little animation shorts. And so that kind of gave me the idea to like, okay, I need this as a part of my portfolio to get, some skin in the game a little more. So like if I do have another pitch meeting, then I have that at least to stand on too. That and just to create more value to what I'm already bringing to the table, So I think that was a big major stepping stone with creating that. And shout out to my man Jazzle, he all the way in India. I had somebody in India creating the actual storyboard and the whole animation. And I myself did the music, and my man Lat Grizzly, he did the actual music, like the beat. I did the actual rapping, all that good stuff. So yeah, I got many different talents, and I like to display them in the right manner. I don't like to force anything. So like, I'm also working on a soundtrack that's going to coincide with the comic book. So
oh, that's dope. That's dope. So how would that work? Are you going to like have some type of code where people can scan and listen in the comic book, or how do you envision that to be completely laid out?
Definitely a QR code type situation, probably on my flyers that I already pass out. Just something easy and quick and convenient so people can access it, because that's what it's all about today in time, convenience, because you got such an overload of everything. You got songs everywhere. It's free to access, so you got to be able to get it something to somebody where they'll be able to tune in, before, they pay attention to something else. So, like, it's all about convenience. So, yeah, I would say that's my main source. I may have some CDs pressed up, just, for the old school, but mainly the QR code, because that's what the future is now.
You're right about that. And so you can actually, so you're going to be making money with the actual books. You'll be making money with the music. And you also have tapped into NFTs. Tell us about that and how that coincides with the art.
Yeah, my man Jarvis, I met him. Somebody had bought my comic book at QT. He was telling me about the NFTs. Plenty more people was already telling me about the NFTs. But like he was just tapping in with me, he just kept hitting me up and just letting me know like, hey, woot woot. So I just kind of went ahead and opened my account on OpenSea, and I'm already kind of computer literate. I make my own website. I already like to figure stuff out when it comes to internet and computer type stuff. So that was really easy to figure out. And I uploaded a lot of unreleased rare footage, as NFT. So you definitely get some exclusive content if you was to tap into that. And definitely what I said I uploaded. My main popular one is the 85 South Show picture I have with Homeless Homeboy. I uploaded that as an NFT. So hey, get it before it's gone.
And so with that, how many do you have available? You have a lot of fans, right? How many do you have available to be bought?
So far one of each, but I'm thinking about changing it. I'm just kind of getting my feet wet a little bit in the NFTs. So I'm still working towards, what I'm my end goal and, how I want to proceed in doing it.
So what if you had like 500 of them or of whatever, not necessarily that, if you had 500 of those and you sold them for $50 each. So what happens with the NFT, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's a win-win for yourself and the customer. You make the initial sale, the customer invests in it, and if you blow up and the cartoon goes nationwide, then they have a collector's a a limited edition collectors that is tagged to an original code through blockchain technology to show that they are one of the original owners of this digital content, and the value increases, and then the customers can turn around and resell it if they want to. Am I getting that right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, from my understanding. Definitely all of it's this cryptocurrency, man. It's, it's just getting more innovative and more innovative, so we got to keep up with it. That's where the money at.
Okay. That is definitely dope. So for those of you who are listening, y'all better get up on this NFT thing. I feel like it's going to be a short window, like before it like really busts wide open. This is like right now in the era of opportunity to like really jump in it, because the gas fees are low right now. Like OpenSea's, I think, what was it, like $130 to get started with it, and then you can create the NFT, or were you already on the platform before the gas fees?
Well, it didn't charge me anything. It charged you to make the products go live or whatever. You have to pay in.
It's like 130. Yeah, no.
I forgot. I don't want to quote. I don't want to misquote, but I don't know what the exact price is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. So you did that. You've also made some accomplishments with the intro as well. You said you guys won an award for that.
Oh yeah. My man Jazzle, he submitted it into the India awards, and we won first place in what category? I forgot. Best animation series. I mean, best animation clip. So that was a big win. So shout out to that. That was a big accomplishment.
So maybe in the near future, will we be able to enjoy Homeless Homeboy as one of our new Saturday morning cartoons maybe one day?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm definitely going for. Series, endorsements, more merchandise than I already got. Like, I'm trying to take over the world with it. We trying to be a legacy. Absolutely.
I mean, I have so many questions. So with that being said, how was the pitch experience, just, for someone who may be up against something like this? How was the pitch experience with Cartoon Network?
Well, it was like my first kind of big opportunity, so I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of nervous. Mm-hmm. And it didn't go over well because of my connection. It's just the wrong time to have a bad connection. So I didn't get everything I wanted to say about. So it was
digital. You didn't have to go anywhere. It was like over the computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was virtual, still Corona and all that stuff. So, but they definitely, I'm definitely on their radar. That's my main goal. Like, when I come across people, when I meet people, I'm on your radar. So, you know what I'm saying? You're going to see me coming, So that was my main accomplishment. They heard of me. They're going to hear about me again. They probably have, because my name been ringing bells around here. You
definitely have a buzz going on. That's for sure. Yeah, Walisa calls NFT funny money. Thanks, Walisa, for tuning in, honey. She was actually the last show that we had. And then Channing Vaughn, he was on the show as well, Vaughn T. So he's chiming in about the NFTs as well. So, yes, it is related to the blockchain. So we definitely implore you guys to investigate that and take a look at those opportunities, because they are there. I think... was his name, Tory Lanez, went viral because he made $1 million in an hour, because he had something, he sold $1 million something for $1.
He did like a exclusive album on it as an NFT. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, absolutely.
I seen that.
Mm-hmm. So, all right, so you did that. So, okay, so are you going to try to get another pitch opportunity with Cartoon Network? So what's next with that? Because I know,
that'll probably be cool. But my main focus is to really just keep driving and building leverage, because, they're going to see me. And I just learned about the game. Like, once people see you a few times, they see you working, then they're going to come to you. You have leverage, then, you can really talk something. Versus me, trying to chase after them, or, whatever, and they give me what they want. Like, they're going to really see the real value in this, So, that's my main goal, just really building leverage. If I do have another pitch opportunity, I'm going all the way in on it. But I'm not really doing much submitting, but I'm just really just trying to build value,
Okay. So in terms of merchandise, are we anytime soon, are we looking at other than the comic books, do you have T-shirts and coloring books and stuff like that?
Yeah. Well, I got coloring books.
Oh, cool.
I got a little mini comic book for the kids. I got shirts right now, hats. I'm trying to expand more. I want to do more type of clothing. I want to do a real clothing brand.
That would be dope.
Yeah, based on my clothing. I mean, based on my comic book storyline, characters, everything like that.
Oh yeah, we need that. Yeah, so you need to work on that. So yeah, so we can.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Okay, so actually, when we get ready to go on commercial, I'm going to purchase some things from you because I want to give them away. So make sure y'all stay tuned to the end of the show. Please make sure you guys are liking and sharing this content because we need our Black animators, our Black content creators to have more exposure. Please make sure you are sharing this show. We are going to do a giveaway of a few items at the end of the show, and we will be taking some questions at the end of the show. So back to you, though. You also were on the 85 South show. Tell us about that show. Who are the stars of that show and how that experience was?
That was an awesome experience. It was real authentic. Them some real cool brothers.
And that's DC Young Fly and who else?
Chico Bean, Carlos Miller. I initially met them at it was like a situation they had. They were giving away stuff to the city, and I had kind of pulled up, and I just volunteered, what they had going on. I met them. I met like their crew. They liked what I was doing, so the producer told me he was gonna invite me to the show. This was like last December, so then we finally, coincided with the schedule, and he got me on there July something. I forgot what day I actually went on, and it was a cool experience. There was some cool dudes, they remember me from the event, you know what I'm saying? They were really inspired by what I do, so that was a big look. Man, the output after that, like, it was real crazy. Like, a lot of people know me from that, so like that very helps me out a lot, when getting my message out a lot more, you know what I'm saying? People, when I meet people in the street, they be like, oh, I already seen you on the show. So I'd be like, you already know the mission, I ain't even gotta really tell you then, you know what I'm saying? So that was a good experience, not to dwell on it too much, you know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on way more bigger experience. Not, I mean, not waiting, but, I'm driving forward to it, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to see me shoot, hopefully on the Breakfast Club soon, you know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? But
that
yeah,
would
definitely
be dope.
shout out to them, man. They definitely helped me out with that,
Absolutely. That's great. And so with all of these things that are coming up, like what do you think is going to take to get you to that next level? I know you're building your own leverage, so you're trying to, do everything as organic as possible. But sometimes, sometimes it's people that or, what do you think it's going to take, or what type of leverage are you trying to create? What level of leverage do you think it's going to create to get you to that next level? Is it monetary sponsorships? Is it people patronizing to help you fund certain activities that you need to do to travel outside of Atlanta, Georgia to go do your appearances? Like, what does that look like?
Mainly really everything you just said, really funding. Funding is everything. I can do way much more. I can employ way more people. That means I can expand more. So it really boils down to funding and patronizing and, what I'm saying, things of that nature. So I would say that funding. So I'm just looking for more opportunities, more ways I can be innovative with my business to bring more revenue in, and so that's what it's about, so I think that's what's gonna take to get to the next level. That, or me just meeting the right people, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't really looking for the right people to take me to the next level. Right. I'm trying to, rely solely self-sufficient on my own, so.
I will say it's a double-edged sword in that no man is an island. You're definitely gonna need a team. And I would say that, I would actually put it out there, like, you do have an LLC, right?
Yeah.
So you can actually solicit for college interns. Somebody, like you said, you have so much stuff going on. You need a personal assistant, which you do, help you keep your calendar together. So, I'm just saying for the camera, there's an opportunity here for anybody who may be listening or know somebody that knows somebody, and he'll give his contact information. But really all you have to do is Google Homeless Homeboy, and everything he does will come right up on the screen. So so you got it going on, like you really do. Sure. I can't wait to see you go to the next level. We are going to take a break, and before we take a break, I do want to ask you, what is a day in the life of Derek Jefferson transitioning into Homeless Homeboy and then back to Derek Jefferson. Can you walk us through that really quick?
Okay, so a day in the life, wake up, do my workout regimen, get ready for my day, go sell some books, meet people, make connections, go to my next workout class after that. Sometimes it may require me after that to get back into Homeless Homeboy. I might have to make an appearance somewhere, or sometimes I might just chill at the house, catch up on some stuff. So to be honest with you, really, everything really revolves around Homeless Homeboy. Even when I'm chilling, I'm always planning for my next day. So that's what it really is, just trying to stay busy. When I'm having downtime, it still ain't downtime. Right. I'm always busy. So pretty much that's the day in the life of Derek, transitioning the Homeboy back into Derek,
Okay. And you are for hire, right?
Oh yeah, most
okay.
Definitely.
And if somebody wanted to hire you, what all would that entail, or is that just kind of a case by case scenario, or what do you normally do when you are hired out?
Pretty much case by case, cause I advertise for parties or events or whatever. My first official job I got hired for was my man Kurt Mert. He did showcase with Authentic Empire. They had some going on at my Miami Lounge. It was 2 nights, and they hired me to come as the hype man. You know what I'm saying? So I was in there as a hype man. Getting paid. Good experience. You know what I'm saying? Good people. Great music. You know what I'm saying? He a great artist. So it was like I'm getting paid to have fun. You know what I'm saying? With some good talented people. You know what I'm saying? So that was a good opportunity. I met. Not really met, but I became on their radar too, you know what I'm saying? Even some people in their camp, you know what I'm saying, they tapped in and what I got going on, they follow me or whatever. And then, shout out to YSN, they on that label too, you know what I'm saying? They from Columbus. So
Shay Star, shout out to Shay Star.
Oh yeah. I met her too, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out to all of them, shout out to my man Kurt Mert for believing in your boy, you know what I'm saying? I charge $100 an hour, so 2-hour minimum. So I pretty much do play-by-play scenario, like you said, so we can put together any type of situation, you know what I'm saying? As long as, it's appropriate for Homeless Homeboy, we can pretty much do anything, Okay.
So how does it feel like you are actually living the dream that only 20% of Americans get to experience, actually living off of what you created, what you want to do, and not working a 9-to-5? You're actually doing this and making your living off of Homeless Homeboy. What is that experience like, and what type of advice could you give to the budding entrepreneur that maybe has an idea and they're kind of teetering on it because it's kind of out in the ether and they're scared or whatever? What type of advice would you give to someone who is just scared to take that chance on something they might be wanting to do to create the life that they want?
Well, I'm gonna start off by saying, use it if you're an entrepreneur at heart, you know what I'm saying, utilize the 9-to-5 as a tool, you know what I'm saying. Don't get comfortable with it. If you're trying to get out of that and you're trying to create your own thing, just know it's a slow grind. It's a long, you know what I'm saying, process. Sometimes you gotta save, you gotta budget, be disciplined, you know what I'm saying, cut off some of your habits or whatever to make this happen. So even when you working, you know what I'm saying, don't look at it I hate this job, you know what I'm saying, I need to work for myself. Shoot, don't complain, make it happen, you know what I'm saying. And then once you get to that level of comfortability where you feel okay, it's time to make that leap, then make the leap, you know what I'm saying. Don't procrastinate too much, you know what I'm saying, because nothing gonna be perfect, you know what I'm saying. But if you can make it happen, you know what I'm saying. I actually loved working, you know what I'm saying, my last job. It was pretty cool, but the situation led to me, you know what I'm saying, having to leave. And I was man, I don't want to go to another job. I just want to, you know what I'm saying, do this for my own self right now. So that's when I did this and I made it work for myself. I've been doing it for a year. So I just like to tell everybody, you know what I'm saying, in order to be a great boss, you got to be a great employee. You know what I'm saying? You really got to learn the ins and outs of how to be an employee, how to, you know, how to work with other people, how to work with certain scenarios, like stuff going bad, stuff going left. You got to be able to take all that, because if you a boss, realistically, you're going to have employees. You know what I'm saying? You don't want a whole bunch of people feeling like that, like, oh, forget this, you know what I'm saying, and all that type of stuff. So it's all about really learning both sides of the sword, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Another thing that I learned and I'm trying to put into practice is when you talk about the positive mindset, is to stop saying I have to and say I get to. Because everything is leading, like if you're really working your process, it's leading to what you really want to do, instead of saying I gotta go to work. I get to go to work, because if I get to get up and go to work, because once I make this money, I can use that money to do A, B, C, and D. So we just have to like tweak our mindsets a little bit. We do have a question. Ronald Simpson Bay wants to know where he can get some merchandise from. So go ahead and give us that tidbit of information. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back with Terrence, the homeless homeboy. But go ahead and let us know.
Shout out to Ronald. What it do, man? You can pretty much go to my website, holdthatdownbruh.com, or you can, you know, plus follow me on Instagram, the homeless homeboy, and you can pretty much navigate to my website from my link in bio. You know what I'm saying? So go
You're on
LinkedIn?
There. You said link and bio. Okay.
The link in bio, but I'm also on LinkedIn. I need to really upgrade my page on there.
Look, I have like 9,000 connections on LinkedIn, and you got to tap into LinkedIn. So I can, you know, we can network on there too. So make sure you do that. Anyway,
I'll make sure.
So, we are going to take a quick commercial break. And like I said, we will be back to talk to Terrence, who is the homeless homeboy himself. So stay tuned. You are watching CEPTV Late Night Late Night Hype Live with your hostess, Lashon the Voicestress, and we will be right back.
Man, I can't do this shit no more, man.
What you mean?
What you mean, what I mean?
What's on your mind? Speak on it.
Everything on my mind. You know what's going on. All this shit been going on out here in these streets, and all this shit I've been hearing and shit.
Really? We gonna talk about it right now?
Shit. What there is to talk about if you ain't doing shit? If you ain't did shit?
You stay tripping. I ain't got no love for none of these hoes. I don't love nobody like I love you. Period.
Oh, I stay tripping. A guilty conscience gonna speak.
You be tripping.
Nah, you be tripping.
Nah, that shit be starting to get on my motherfucking nerves. I can't even deal with this motherfucking shit every day. God damn.
I ain't been happy in some years. Ever since I lost my granny, I'm so tired of shedding tears. A lot of people don't understand me, but it is what it is. And I still remember the day that all the boo got killed. Swear I want this shit so bad, I be dreaming about the meal. Rest in peace to my little nigga, he OD'd off them pills. Swear I want this shit so bad, I be dreaming about the meal. Rest in peace to my little nigga, he OD'd off them pills. He OD'd off them pills, so good you love me down. Love me now, I need your loving now. Love me down, love me now, I want your loving now. Love me down, hold me down, yeah. Hold me down, yeah. Love me down, love me now, I need your loving now. Love me down, love me now, I want your loving now. Love me down, hold me down, yeah. Hold me down. What the fuck made you go do that shit? What the fuck you doing? And you know I wouldn't be me if I ain't come see about it. And that same day Roro had shot at me about this. But the only thing on my mind, you fucked another bitch. Like damn, you was on some other shit. And you been new. I was traumatized by that other shit. Who the fuck told me to fall deeply in love like this? I'm trapped inside my love wishes. And I still remember our first kiss, when them op niggas was lurking. And I never thought that I would end up hurting you. But two wrongs don't make it right, and you hurt me too. I never thought that I would end up hurting you. But two wrongs don't make it right, and you hurt me too. So cause you love me down, love me now, I need your love now. Hold me down, love me now, I need your love now. Hold me down, love me down, yeah. Hold me down, yeah. Love me down, love me now, I need your love now. Hold me down, love me now, I need your love now. Hold me down, love me down, yeah. hold me down. Ain't been happy in some years. Ever since I lost my granny, I'm so tired of shedding tears. A lot of people don't understand me, but it is what it is. And I still remember the day that all the boo got killed. Swear I want this shit so bad, I be dreaming about the meals. Rest in peace to my little nigga, he OD'd off them pills. Swear I want this shit so bad, I be dreaming about the meals. Rest in peace to my little nigga, he OD'd off them pills. He OD'd off them pills, so could you love me down? Love me now, I need your loving now. Love me down, love me now, I want your loving now. Love me down, hold me down, yeah. Hold me down, yeah. Love me down, love me now, I need your loving now. Love me down, love me now, I want your loving now. Love me down, hold me down, yeah. Hold me down, yeah.
Hey there, my name is Lashon Smith, and I want to introduce you to CEP TV, which stands for Creatives, Entrepreneurs, and Entertainers at Play TV. It's an online streaming video network. I'll be interviewing the best and brightest African American leaders in business, culture, and entertainment. We will explore their ideas, visions, and goals for the future. CEP TV will also produce and showcase original African American films, radio, podcasts, and streaming video shows while we feature their creators. We will tell their stories from their perspectives. Do you want to tell your story on CEP TV? Contact us today at www.mycep.tv. Hey everybody, welcome back, and I hope that you have enjoyed the show so far. We are here, CEP TV Late Night Hype Live, with our guest, Derek Jefferson, who just exited the building, but we now are going to be talking to Terrence, who is the Homeless Homeboy. But before we introduce him to the show, I hope that you got a chance to enjoy that video highlight special, Uno 2 times, with her video, Love Me Down. So we were definitely honored to be able to highlight her tonight. And Uno 2 times, thank you so much for sharing that video with us. It was an absolute pleasure. So again, thank you. Without further ado, I want to bring on our guest, Terrence, who is the Homeless Homeboy. Welcome to the show.
What it do? What it do?
So you are like the latest buzz. Like, we are so happy that we have another African-American hero archetype. So tell us a little bit about your story, Terrence, and how you end up becoming just Terrence, and now you're Terrence and also the Homeless Homeboy.
So yeah, Terrence, basically, you know what I'm saying, worked job, you know what I'm saying, lost a job, lost an apartment, you know what I'm saying, I sleep on the street. My man Danny Boy found him, introduced him to this underground place known as the Forgotten, and that's where he got the power to be the homeless homeboy, to protect the homeless people. And like in real life, you know what I'm saying, we like to feed the homeless, talk to kids, you know what I'm saying, give back, spread positivity, you know what I'm saying, throughout the culture. So yeah, that's pretty much my story so far. You know what I'm saying? I'm continuing to write it every day.
So tell us about the power that you have. What is behind the power? How did you, where did the power come from?
Basically the old man, you know what I'm saying, that you see right here, his name, the Ancient Unknown. He basically noticed Terrence, you know what I'm saying, as the one, you know, quote unquote. He gave him the power to protect the homeless homeboy, you know. So that's his mission, to keep the homeless safe, you know, to fight off villains, to just basically keep the streets safe, you know.
And you have been really on a mission, not just in the comics, but out here in real life, interacting with the people. And you have been with a lot of celebrities lately. How has that experience been, and what has their interaction like when they see you? What is the approach, or do you approach them? Do they approach you? Tell us all about that.
Well, it pretty much be pretty much where I go, I'm selling my books, so I'm already making a scene, so that everybody else, you know what I'm saying, they looking like what's going on. Like the Gucci Man video, I was out there just selling my books, you know what I'm saying. You know, I was checking out the video too. And then, you know, his cameraman in between breaks, he was like, hey man, let me get a few shots of you, you know what I'm saying. You know, I see what you got going on out here. And they ended up throwing me in the video. And when I met Young Thug the other day, that was just like a meet and greet, you know what I'm saying. Happened to be in the area, selling my books once again. Shoot, after that, you know, I'm out there taking pictures with people. So I'm always making the scene everywhere I go. And that always attracts more people, more sales, you know, more attention, you know, more contacts, you know what I'm saying? Because even with the Young Thug thing, I was, you know, out there politicking with people on his label and stuff like that. So I'm always in the background, you know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to work my way, you know, trying to meet people, trying to connect, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it's really about, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily going for the big fish, but the people in the background. That's what really, you know what I'm saying, making the noise, you know what I'm saying?
That's right. Because they, on average, how many books do you sell when you're out there?
On a regular day, I like to try to sell 30 books.
Okay. So that's your goal. When you hit 30, then it's time to go home?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, I mean, that's pretty much how many I take out with me, you know what I'm saying, on the daily. So, you know what I'm saying? Because, I like to spend a lot of time politicking too, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to spend too much time just selling, because it ain't all about that too. It's all about just making that connection with people, making that impact, you know, drawing people into what you got going on. So I like to split both up, so I don't like to sell too many at one time, but sometimes I sell a lot. But that's my main, you know what I'm saying, number. I like to sell the day to day.
Okay. Now, we have a lot of people that are some people that are on Facebook. We also sent the link out on YouTube. We're also on LinkedIn tonight. So at the end of the show, we are actually going to be giving away 2 sets of the first, second, and third copies of the Homeless Homeboy. So I want to figure out how we're going to set that up, but I am going to be giving these 2 sets away. So tell us what we can expect, what type of action and adventure, do you ever have a weapon with you, or what is the basis of your character? Because I don't ever really see anything in your hands, and of course, you know, I've read it, but I'm trying to get you to describe it.
Yeah. Well, he don't really use weapons. He have energy power type situation. He fly. You know, that's his main power source is his energy beams. You know, he have other little powers he's developing as the story continues, but that's mainly what he has right now. Strength, you know, flight, energy beams. You know what I'm saying? That's his main ones, but it's going to get way more interesting. He's going to grow in his power, strength, you know what I'm saying? All this is going to change. It's going to increase, you know what I'm saying, as the story goes on. But, yeah. And as the story goes on, I'm going to introduce more characters. So far, you know, I got Danix. She has her own series, too.
I was just going to ask about her. Okay.
She was introduced in part 3, and I'm introducing Fit Phantom. Y'all seen him in real life. He's going to be in part 4. So, you know, we're going to introduce a whole cast of more variety characters, you know.
And they've actually been going out with you sometimes, too.
Oh, yeah. They come to most events with me, you know what I'm saying? We make a even bigger impact, you know, when we're together, because more people, they see, it's it's really a big thing. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? People know Homeless Homeboy, then they were like, oh, he got people joining. Like, okay, it's getting bigger. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see you, so and you know that we got the girl, so that's that's good for the girls. You know what I'm saying? Even like the girls, little girls, little boys like to see Homeless Homeboy. Like, but when they see a girl character, it's more inspirational. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely. So when do you think you'll get to the point where you'll start distributing your costume so people can cosplay you and stuff like that?
Hopefully we can make it possible at least by next Halloween, because I know a lot of parents want to get Homeless Homeboy costumes for their kids. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people want to cosplay Homeless Homeboy. So I definitely got to make that happen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be dope. Anything? So we have 1, 2, and 3. When is issue 4 gonna be dropping?
Probably I want to say around the top of next year. I wanted to put it out the end of this year, but delays caused it, not to be able to, be put out that soon. So we hoping for the first quarter, at least the first quarter of next year.
Okay. And when you guys do put anything out, do you have some type of campaign, like a celebration of the next episode coming out? How do you roll out your new episodes?
Actually, I like the element of surprise. I usually just drop. Most of the times, I talk about it's coming out, it's getting done, but when it gets done, I just drop it. Like, I don't say it's coming out in a week, I just drop it. So, like, when people see it, they're like, oh, everybody rushing to go get it. So, like, I always like the element of surprise. I don't really do too much prep as far as dropping things, because, like, even if you notice, like, how I post some things, like, I just post, like, I don't post the process of it, I just post the finish of it, because, like, sometimes I feel like that waters it down, but like if you just see the finished one, it's like, oh wow, this is dope. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like, I love the element of surprise. I think it's a great tool to use.
Okay, yeah, I'm with it. I am with it. Anything about the character you want to tell us, or anything like that? I don't know. Anything you want to add that you think the audience might need to know or want to know about your character, or even about you as Terrence? Like, okay, so you kind of gave a quick scenario, like Terrence ended up homeless. Like, is that something that he could have prevented, or is it kind of like one of those things, like he was just kind of like, okay, let me back it up a little bit. The way that Terrence ended up homeless, is this something that was kind of researched to say, okay, this is something that can really happen to anybody at any time, or is this just a part of the fictional build-up in order to bring out the Homeless Homeboy?
Well, that's a good question, because basically it could have been prevented, and that's the beauty in it, because like it also shows like the humanity in him that he learned once he got amongst these type of people, because he's not used to that. But that just shows like how he was really slacking in life. He took for granted, what I'm saying, like, keeping up with life or whatever. He ended up like that. But also to say the message in that is anybody can, end up homeless by, the wrong 2 checks, missing or whatever. Sure, you might be homeless, So like, I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. So like, that was the main drawing point and why I wrote it like that, because like, he slipped up, and anybody can kind of slip up, He was just being real irresponsible, but he learned a valuable lesson in it, because he met like a new mission that, that is in him that he didn't, see, He's a selfless person, where he started off as a selfish person, So he definitely changed.
Okay, so he was kind of like baptized by fire a little bit and changed into the Homeless Homeboy.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. So we talked about merch a little bit earlier, and I know you said you were going to get back on the t-shirt. So, a lot of people are going to be asking about that. We're going to be sending, this episode out to different places and clipping it up or whatnot. So, merch is really big. People love showing their support, especially like wearing t-shirts and stuff like that. So I'm putting the pressure on you right now. So we definitely need to have those shirts and stuff coming out hopefully really soon, because I rock, my brands of the people that I know. I'm always really proud to showcase things like that. So, we we're gonna be looking for that.
Oh yeah. But yeah, you can order shirts anytime. It's just,
Okay.
I don't keep them on hand like I used to, but like if you order them, you know what I'm saying, I got my people to press them up and ship them right on out.
Okay, good.
But yeah,
good.
that's, you know, it's always available. It's just, I used to like, I think like last summer I used to just have them on me, like people going crazy over the shirt. So I definitely want to crank it back up like that too. You know what I'm saying?
So the winter time is coming. You do a lot of events. Are you still going to keep that energy as it gets colder? You still going to be out there? You going to have like some poly pros up under there?
Oh yeah, gotta snuggle up, you know what I'm saying, under the suit. Definitely got to do it all year, you know what I'm saying, through all 4 seasons. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm out there.
Okay. And so when do you think that you'll start branching out to other areas, like outside of Atlanta, like maybe, you know, to Alabama or Florida even? I think Florida has your name written all over it too.
Yeah, we went to Comic-Con. Well, it was called, I think it was called MegaCon or something like that. It was in Florida, you know what I'm saying. That
That's
was
right.
cool, you know what I'm saying. But like, we went to Comic-Con. Well, it was it was called MegaCon or something like that. It was in Florida.
I don't know what's it.
That was
Right.
cool, you know what I'm saying. But like, we went to Comic-Con.
The Bluetooth picked up. Sorry about that, y'all. The Bluetooth picked up in the background.
But yeah, I'm definitely thinking about branching out, you know what I'm saying? Probably like next year, you know what I'm saying? Still putting some things into play, you know what I'm saying? But definitely want to take a road trip, you know what I'm saying? Take a little Homeless Homeboy tour, you know what I'm saying? Go around the country.
Yeah, that would be dope. That would be dope. I don't really have anything else unless there's anything you want to add, because I definitely want to make sure we give these away tonight. We do have one more segment, but ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are with us on Facebook, and if you are on YouTube, if you could migrate over to the Facebook, if you have any questions that you all have, we'll be taking those after this next break. We'll get an update from Bring Back Our Children, which is kind of closely related to what you do, like you deal with the homeless, and Tawanda Graves, who is a media aggregator, she deals with missing children. Speaking of which, do you ever think that you'll merge those topics together? Like, will that maybe be something that you'll fight against, like as far as like crime, because that is really prevalent in the Black community. A lot of people don't know the reason why Tawanda Graves started this mission with the Bring Back Our Children program is because the feds or whoever runs the Amber Alert program basically told us our children don't qualify for the Amber Alert. Even though we are 60% of those that go missing every year, we don't get on the Amber Alerts like those of other ethnicities, unfortunately. So we have to put together our own programs, and I'm happy to be a sponsor on CEPTV to keep pushing that information out there, because what it's all about is, you know, putting those faces out there to let people know that these children are being actively looked at, you know, being looked out for. You know, we are actively looking for these children. They're not just missing and everybody, you know, nobody's doing anything, even though a lot of times the police don't really do what they can, or whatever the case, whatever the politics are behind that. It's just not equal footing, you know, when it comes to us. So do you think that's something that you may kind of embed, maybe even now that you know, because I didn't know if you knew that or not, but yeah, we go missing, our children go missing at an alarming rate in comparison to other ethnicities every year.
Oh, I didn't know that. I definitely would love to, you know what I'm saying, expand my mission out to other, you know what I'm saying, like that, women abuse, like mental abuse, you know what I'm saying, sex trafficking, like all type of stuff, you know what I'm saying, that's bad, that really need to be abolished, you know what I'm saying, like that we need to fight against. So definitely, you know what I'm saying, I just want to find a way to expand it, you know what I'm saying, to other fights, you know what I'm saying, and missions, you know.
So the villains that you're up against now, like what are like your main archetype? Have you even discovered in your own mind, as far as like, so we're kind of switching back into creator mode, have you already introduced the boss, like the big boss lord? Has that person been revealed? Like, who is the arch nemesis here? Because you normally in comics or in anime, it usually starts out being somebody that the person already knows.
Yeah. Well, kind of like the main big boss, like right now, because, you know, it's going to be like a bigger person later on, is Paymaster, you know what I'm saying? He got all the money, so he can hire everybody, you know what I'm saying? And that's what mainly he's trying to do, trying to hire somebody to capture Homeless Homeboy. So Homeless Homeboy got to fight all the villains, and he got Danix come in to help him. You know what I'm saying? So like, I would say Paymaster. You know what I'm saying? He like the main big boss because he calls all the shots.
You also got a chance to do something really honorable in your comic. You got to work with the icon and a legend.
Oh yeah.
An Olympic icon and legend. Tell us about that experience.
Oh yeah, Mr. John Carlos.
Yes.
I had met him. I think like 2019 through family. My sister on my dad's side, her husband, that's his stepfather. So I had met her husband for the first time, and he was there. And, I was just telling him, telling them what I was doing. I didn't know who he was, I was just telling him I was doing comic books. So he was just like, hey, you should make a comic book about me. So I was like, oh, for real? I still didn't know who he was. So, and he was like, you don't even know who Pops is, do you? I was like, nah. So then he showed me like a little button he had on his shirt, and then he had the fist up. I was like, oh, you so-and-so? And he was like, yep. So we just built a real relationship. I wrote, the story based off of his story, my fictional story, imagination. We came up with The Power of Reason. It's based on John Carlos as a superhero. And we talk a lot, we might just go over there and chop it up, just get some advice.
So he lives in this area?
Yeah, he stays he stays in Atlanta area.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely. I would say he definitely one of my mentors, I look up to, he give me good advice and stuff, keep my head straight. And
so how did you say you were over somebody's house, and so like, man, that's a hell of a connection to make, like right as your career as Homeless Homeboy is budding. So it's standalone from the Homeless Homeboy. It's a separate entity.
Yeah, it's based on back in the day, so it's like based on before Homeless Homeboy and all that stuff took place. And yeah, man, it's really inspirational, you know what I'm saying? And that really drives my mission more because, like, he was a freedom fighter. Like, he's part of the Black Historian movement.
A real freedom fighter.
To know somebody like that, I know my mission is way far from complete, you know what I'm saying? And definitely great guy, you know what I'm saying? It'd be surreal, he tell me certain stories about he knew Malcolm X, he knew Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying? So, I just be soaking up all of it. He be telling, he met, he taught me, he taught the Kaepernick, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these people, I remember one time he was explaining to me, like, he was like, I met this rapper or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was at his house or whatever. And I don't know his name, you know what I'm saying? Woot, woot. And then he showed me something he gave him. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's Lil Boosie. He was like, oh, yeah, that's his name. You know what I'm saying? So it's like crazy. Like, he just know all these people, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, definitely an inspirational person.
That is amazing. And so that Power of Reason is available on the website as well?
It's on his website.
Okay. So you created that for him. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. It's on his website, on his official website, johncarlos1968.com. And when you go on there, you're going to see my name credited, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, definitely.
So you're a part of history. Like, I mean, you already are, but now even doubly so because you're attached to a legend of our own time, and in so you are becoming a legend as well. So it's definitely amazing. Like I just look at all this and all I have watched you. I can't remember how you even came up on the radar, but as soon as I start seeing the things that you were doing, I was like, I gotta tap in. And so thank you for just being so humble and so gracious and coming on the show and doing the podcast and just really sticking it out and us finally making this happen to hopefully get the word out even more than what you've already been doing organically. So I just want to say to you, as another Black person in media, I'm proud of you. Just keep going because you really are making a difference. I see what children see. I'm in so many anime nerd groups. Black representation in animation is so important. And the angle of attack that you have, not only just being a Black and a powerful character, but you also stand for a purpose. So it really means a lot.
Appreciate
it. Really
that.
means a
I
lot.
appreciate
Absolutely.
It fulfills me, you know what I'm saying? To know I got a higher purpose than myself.
Absolutely. So, I mean, when you were a child, do you think that you would have imagined that you would be one day in this position? Or did you feel like you knew that you were different and something good was going to happen, but you didn't quite know what?
Actually, like I can explain like the whole process of that feeling, because I remember like just feeling like I know I'm different. I know I got a different purpose. I was always like talented in the rap thing, you know what I'm saying? But as I started doing, the more I was doing it, you know, because I always just did it for fun. I never felt like, you know how you see serious rappers like put money into it, they doing all this stuff. We used to go to shows for fun, or I never put no real money in. I never bought no beats. We just download YouTube beats, rapping, making fire music. And I knew that's as far as I wanted to really take it, because like when I started really learning the industry and all this other stuff going on, then how much money you really got to put in just to pop up on somebody's radar. It's like, nah, that's not fun. So like I was already kind of growing out of that as I aged, and I was just kind of looking for something else that was like still creative, fun, you know, something I can actually see myself making a legacy out of. So I still got the rap as my background. My go-to. I still like to make music, write little songs, but mainly this one, you know what I'm saying, I got my whole foot in. So definitely I would have never seen myself doing this though. Like it definitely was just like an idea that I just jumped on. But I say 6 years ago, I couldn't imagine it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was trying to do, like 5 years ago, I was trying to do construction. I was trying to do carpet cleaning. I was just trying stuff, you know what I'm saying? See what stuck. And this one stuck. So I'm running with it all the way.
This is the right thing to do. Also, you offer another service for people. You help people get copyrights, right?
Oh yeah, trademarks. So I can definitely help you with that, assist you with that, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all need help with that, definitely hit me up, you know what I'm saying? Like I was about to say, my Instagram is The Homeless Homeboy, so that's my main contact. But like she said, just Google Homeless Homeboy. It's gonna come right up, you know, all my links, you know what I'm saying? Definitely.
We are going to take another break. I'm going to figure out what we're going to do, how we're going to give this away. It's going to be an easy process. But we do have, again, 2 sets of the first, second, and third edition of the Homeless Homeboy comic series that we're going to give away after the break. But as we go to break, we are going to hear from N-Word News and bring back our children for the latest update on the missing children and teens across the nation. So we will be right back. Thank you all so much for tuning in with us. It's CEPTV Late Night Hype Live.
Born unable to crawl, taking my first step. Born unable to pull myself up, achieving my first dream. Born unable to make the sign of a voice, speaking my
so
first
many special
word.
kids across the world can't say you're hurting me. Can't you see it in my face? Don't pick me up to throw me down. I wanna talk, but there's no sign. When you hear me cry, don't shut me out. That's my way of saying you're hurting me.
Wanna lock us up frequently, police brutality, abusing when using their authority. Amongst a majority of us minority must make opportunity to survive financially in this land they call free.
We can talk, but we can't talk. We got to fight and stand up for the right. They can't talk, but we can. We've got to fight and stand up for the right.
When you see the changes it can make in the life, you will feel the power from the joy that's inside.
It's time to change and unity to protect the one we need, to make them pay for what they've done. The power of authority.
Special needs are being abused all across the land. Let's make a plan, no matter what the circumstance.
They can stand for their rights, the power of the fight. Connect and join in hand, spread the word as we band together. They can't talk,
Can't talk, but we can.
we can stand up for their rights. They can't talk,
these kids getting abused by the adults who can't defend themselves and hit with belts. And they can't talk, so you don't know what's going on, but you can look in their eyes and tell something is wrong. The pain, the tears, been abused for many years, and it's not your child, so you don't really care.
There's a lot of great teachers who would take a stand against abuse by another teacher's hand. They will fight for what is right. They will stand against the accused.
And now on to the y'all hiring segment. I'm about to freestyle this because I didn't feel like writing all this because I was trying to get this done so I can cook burgers. Yes, Noah, keep this in. I want them to. The switch up is a esthetician out of North Carolina. She does, all the esthetician things, eyebrows, waxes, facials, the scrubs, and all that. She just did my homegirl's Chalisa's eyebrows. Chalisa, you know your name is hard to pronounce. Who put a ch and a s sound so close together? Love you, girl. She just did Chalisa's eyebrows, and they look dope. I'm a guy, so I don't know what bad eyebrows look like. I know what bad eyebrows look like. But she did a good job. Hit her up if you're in the North Carolina area. I think near the Durham area. Go to her page and check it out to get the right address. I think you can book online. Regular esthetician prices. I don't know what cheap and affordable looks like. Women pay a lot of money for things. But she's good. Just off the eyebrows. That's all I'm basing off of. She does good work. Hit her up. Eat with Keeks is a food influencer and content creator. She tries to visit many restaurants, but living in the Atlanta area, she has a lot to choose from already, just from Atlanta. She does reviews. She creates TikToks and even categorizes restaurants for tourists or locals to the area to visit if you just want a new spot. Check out her highlights because she has a list of Black-owned restaurants in the Atlanta area if you want to do that. But also, she goes to all restaurants. I don't want you to think that she only checks out Black restaurants. So if you're a restaurant and you want promo or you want to push your brand or get more people to come in, hit her up. She does good work. I know she's got a couple people to go places because people are always asking her, like, where can they eat? So, yeah, hit up Keeks. Locks by Lex is a DMV lock technician or loctician, I think they call them. She can do all kinds of locks and hairstyles and whatnot. She can give you locks, take out your locks. I think combing out locks takes a lot. She can style your locks. She's a loctician, man. If you got locks, hit her up. If you want locks, hit her up. If you want to get rid of your locks, hit her up. If anything has to do with locks, hit her up. Unless you're breaking in somewhere. She doesn't do those locks. And the Witch's Bath, the Halloween brand, It's not Halloween brand. She's just a very spooky type with her brand deals. She does bath bombs for your baths. She normally does skulls, witches, and all that. But I know that she has pumpkins and black cats. I think the black cats are new. I think that's specifically for Halloween. So check her out. It's called the Witch's Bath. It's a year-round thing, but it's extra cool during Halloween time because it's spooky season. You get the spooky bath bombs for your spooky time. Hit her up, tell her I sent you. I think she's doing a Halloween special. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Go to her page and find out. And yeah, that's been another episode of Inward News. If you know any, if you're listening to music and you want me to toss it in the show, if you have anything coming up you want me to talk about, and if you're just a business that wants to get promoted, hit me up. Bye. See you next week. Toodles.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We are on the last segment of CEPTV Late Night Hype Live. This is your girl, the Voicestress, Lashon the Voicestress, that is. And we are joined by our wonderful guest, Derek Jefferson, aka the Homeless Homeboy. And we have some treats for you all before we go. Before we go, we're going to be taking some live questions. So if you do have any questions or comments, or you just want to give a shout out to Derek for just a job well done being out in the community and just pioneering as a Black content creator, more importantly, a Black animator. Also, definitely want to make sure you all have his contact information. So please, Derek, tell everyone how we can get in contact with you for merchandise or just general inquiries or just the support in general.
Yeah, mostly you can hit me up on IG, the Homeless Homeboy, THE Homeless Homeboy, all one word, or just Google Homeless Homeboy. I'm gonna come up, you know what I'm saying? I'm on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So, we are on Facebook right now. If you guys have any questions, comments, or suggestions or anything like that, please feel free to ask at this time. But in the meantime, like I said, we're going to give away both of these sets. As you can see, crispy, brand new sets of the comic, Homeless Homeboy comic book. And you think we can get you to sign?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So you're gonna get a signed copy. So when this blows up, not if, when this blows up worldwide, you will have an original signed copy of the first 3 episodes or the first 3 editions of the Homeless Homeboy comics. So what I need you guys to do is to go on IG and make sure you like the Homeless Homeboys page, make a comment, screenshot it, and send it to my inbox at CEPTV Networks. If you can do that, the first 2 people that can go and do that will get these comic book sets. Again, this is going to be a signed copy. So make sure you go like the Homeless Homeboys page on IG, like the CEPTV Networks page, and screenshot that you have liked Homeless Homeboys page. Ronald says, shout out to my man as a Black content maker and visionary. Keep up the good work and setting the example. Thanks, Ronald, for chiming in on that. So make sure if you guys are on watching this on YouTube, you guys can go do this as well. So the first 2 people will definitely get these, and the rest of you we will thank you for the support of the likes, and we will return the follows. It's on Instagram, follows, and we will follow you back and make sure you stay up on the latest happenings with the Homeless Homeboy as well as with CEPTV Networks. So y'all go ahead and get to that, and we will make sure we get these out to you. They will go media mail, and you'll get them. And what we would ask of you to do is when you receive them, to take a photo with these comics and tag both of us in the photo so that we can show proof positive that we did what we said and gave you your free comic books. And again, guys, these are going down in history, so make sure you get over there and do that. So again, thank you all so much for watching another great episode for the books. If again, we are on Facebook. If anybody else has any more comments or questions for Derek or Terrence, the Homeless Homeboy, go ahead and chime in right now, and we'll take your questions or comments live. But this has been a great episode. Any closing remarks from you?
Really, just shout out to all my supporters, man. Shout out to everybody that support me, that remember me, that has seen me. Shout out to all y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep me going. Shout out to my team. Shout out to Fit Phantom. Shout out to Danix, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that just support me mainly, you know what I'm saying? You know, we trying to push this thing all the way. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm here, you know what I'm saying? I'm easy to reach, easy to teach, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, all that, get at me.
Yes. All right. Well, we thank you all so much, and make sure you stick around for the credits so you can see some of the people who are behind the scenes on helping support CEPTV Late Night Hype Live and myself, Lashon the Voicestress. Jared Smith chimes in and says the animations on the comics are great. Thanks for that comment. Yep. If you guys have not already, please stick around for the credits so you can hear Von T's new song he just dropped a new video for the song on his Music Is album, and is entitled Take Me Away. So again, thank you all so much. Make sure you tune in to us for our next episode. We'll get some information about our next guest, our next episode. And thank you all so much for the support. And we are going to get on out of here. CEPTV Late Night Life Hive. Your girl, Lashon the Voicestress, is checking out.